They're just kind of checking in with you and keeping on track.
And do your coaching clients just in Chicago or suburbs, California, New York?
California, I have several from California. Suburbs, some of them come through my website. Others have been through referrals. Yeah.
I have a sense you're writing a book or going to write a book.
Well, I've got a lot of pages written. I don't know when I'm actually going to get it written to the point where it can be published, but
You need a coach?
yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would probably with that.
Now, what makes your coaching effective?
I feel like it's very effective, and I feel one of the parts that is effective is the pretend game. At first, well, most clients that come to me do tend to have a developing sense of intuition and a spiritual interest. And I find that for some, it can be a hard startup. You know, they don't get this whole, what do you mean, what do I got to pretend about? And because they've never really been able to give themselves permission to just let go and just pretend. You know, that's how we figured out what we wanted to be when we grow up, when we were kids, as we were all playing and just...
Well, that's how Albert Einstein worked. He did all of his experiments in his head, and he called what he did thought experiments. So through thought experiments, he came up with E equals MC squared, the general theory of relativity, the specific theory of relativity, light travels in a photon,
and I know all those theories.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, let's just say
I know what you're saying,
he
though.
changed
Sure.
the world of physics and psychology, because before Einstein, knowledge, was just general. Everything was just out there, and we all knew the same thing. And then he had everything was specific, true to you.
And I feel like a
Relative.
lot of that is accessing our subconscious, where it's just a storehouse of all the information. All our answers are there.
As well as our problems.
Well, I don't feel our problems reside there. I think the answers to all our problems. I think our conscious mind creates our problems and our thinking and our fear. And then we send messages to the subconscious that gets them working.
But
contrary.
where is the fear stored? The fear is stored in the unconscious. The conscious mind can't store information.
Okay, but I don't feel the subconscious mind creates the fear. I feel like it's being fed.
Right.
Fed to it,
Initially,
yes.
it's like a blank slate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever we write on that slate is from the internal, our thoughts, but it manifests into our realities.
Right, and that blank slate started at a very young age.
Yes.
And we didn't have the coping mechanisms or the self-awareness.
You're right.
Good. So you're teaching your clients to access the unlimited power of the unconscious?
Yes, and I feel like they do that through the pretend game.
And is there anything else besides the pretend game that helps to access the unconscious?
I feel lots of things, any mind-body type exercise or sport, yoga. I feel that...
Pilates is very popular now.
Yes, very much so. Meditation, I love meditation. But people tend to get a little turned off by that word because they think they're supposed to sit in a room, light a candle, and go blank.
Well, what does meditation mean to you?
I meditate regularly, and for me, over the years, it has come to a place where it's like, it's addictive. I can't go very long without meditating. It's...
When you say long, are we talking 5 hours or 5
Oh,
days?
no, maybe 2 or 3 days. I'll start to feel like, I just need to meditate because I start to get called. I feel I get the call from my spirit guides. It's time. And for me, it's a relaxation that I can't get anywhere just in the middle of the day.
Well, and I think that helps to tap the unconscious.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because the ego's not worried about work or finance or family, etc.
Yeah.
Now it's just time to be in a rich environment.
You meditate regularly or at all?
Yeah, I've been doing it formally for 29 years.
Oh, that's great.
Once a day, most days twice, sometimes 3 times a day.
Oh.
So I actually started in high school and I didn't even know it.
How so? How is that? I'm
Well,
curious.
Yeah, well, I actually used it for football.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to become a better football player, and so I used it to kind of be a better defensive football player. And I said, oh, well, I would tell myself I'm going to get the ball. And I ended up setting a record recovering a fumble in each of the regular season games. And, I never thought that I could recreate that formula of focus and concentration that happens during visualization for other successes in my life until later on.
That's interesting. How did you even know to do that for your football?
It just came to me.
It just came to you.
I'm very imaginative and creative.
Uh-huh.
So.
That's interesting.
Turn around on me. Good job.
Well, I'm curious. I'm always curious about what people do with meditation or anything.
It's just a mainstay in my life, and I like to think of meditation, hypnosis, visualization, prayer as a way to kind of reset the brain and the body. For example, if somebody has a computer, it's locked or frozen, they shut off the computer, they restart it. In most cases, it works fine.
Right.
And so if our brain is in a lousy pattern or makes us feel or think uncomfortable, then we just kind of shut things down, reboot, and we're doing quite well. So. And so do you encourage your clients to meditate?
I do, but again, I don't put a lot of emphasis on it because I feel like clients can get turned off by that. I'll say instead, don't even worry about how deep you go or how long you go. Just play the pretend game, because if they can get started on that, and if it's supposed to be for them, they'll move it into meditation.
Well, here's a tip for you. You can create a CD for the pretend game where you guide your clients through the pretend game, and you can put it on your website, give it out as a freebie, or then they can download it.
That's true.
I've done it, and it's been quite successful.
Okay. You've done your own meditation CDs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. We only got about 2 minutes, and so you're having an Infinity Foundation workshop.
Yes.
And now we're down to a minute.
Okay.
So in 1 minute, plug your workshop.
It will be about relationships and how to have successful ones, and I'm going to try to approach that through talking about safe people, and what may be a safe person for you may not feel a very safe person for me. And we're not talking life-threatening, but just ways to help us feel good about ourselves.
Well, and I know in Erickson's 8 stages of development, the first stage is trust or mistrust. And if that's not there, the trust isn't there. It's basic. It's what everything builds on.
Right.
All right, so I'll get the signal that we're done for the day. Thank you, Agatha.
Thank you.
For more information about Agatha, the Infinity Foundation, InnerQuest Talk Show, stay tuned to the credits at the end. Until next time, wish you good health, good spirits, and good fortune. Thanks again.
For more information about this show, our guests, Infinity Foundation, or any of our other programs, please visit our website, infinityfoundation.org, or call us at 847-831-8828.